everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and I'm back with another Fake Grand Order video. And for today's video, we're just going to be doing some Lotto cleanup. The Lotto ended. I have a new GSSR unit that needs leveling up, and I have a whole buttload of things I need to clean up. So that's going to be today's video, is just like showing the aftermath of the Lotto, leveling up some specific servants, and then calling it a day. And that's going to be today's video. I hope you like it. It's basically an extended grind and talk once again, but if you really think about it, most of my Fake Grand Order videos are grind and talks. But anyway, that's going to be today's video. I hope you like it. If you do, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, but you don't have to for these. When it's usually just me talking and not giving information, I don't care if you leave one of those. As long as you watch, it's okay with me. So let's begin. So here's how I did on the Lotto. Nandayo. Yep, we're still in the middle of packing it up. So I had 10,956 of the coral cane, shark pies, and what is this last thing called? It's like called something specific. I don't remember, like diamond buster thingies. Oh, shell crackers. Okay, so I'm gonna exchange all these. Oh. Then go for the shark pie. There we go. So now I have a total of 12,000, and I still have, oh god damn it, I have 6 shell crackers and 7 coral canes. You could not write accidental fiction like that. And then yeah, we have, in terms of how many Lottos, it's about 100. It's 80,000. It was a decent amount, I would say. I think my goal was somewhere like 100-ish, and then kind of see how I feel afterwards after that. And this is where I'm at. I really don't need a lot of the stuff on it, I don't think, but it is actually good just to get it, because Lotto time. Lotto, we're not getting another Lotto for like another year. There's another event that's kind of like the Lotto, but we'll get some good materials, which is the Da Vinci Summer, as someone pointed out to me and said, like, hey, it's not technically a Lotto, but we do get some nice stuff from there. So that's true. But yeah, we're gonna go in here and start cleaning up these spins 100 at a time, and eventually I'm gonna get a box big enough, and then I'm going to use a lot of the materials here to level up Telemeos, who needs to be going there. And so we're also going to do, oh wait, I need to change up my hand movements a little bit. Some year-end things. So obviously one of the things I want to do in this video is just do some year-end cleanup that I've been meaning to do for a while. One of them, if you don't know this, because I've never said it, I name every single one of my covers, and I've had all these covers going back for way too long. Let me see if I can do the final count here for how many covers I have here of PNGs. No, it doesn't tell me how many, but it is a lot. Apparently it's 531. I have 531 different covers that I've done over the years. I just wanted to name some of these titles and kind of look back and do it. Some of these are very simple, like one multi-done, 2 brothers. That was when I was summoning on Dirty Adon and Bhima. 2 done. I don't know why I called it that, but that was apparently for Ilya and Summer Abbey somehow. 2 French, 1 British. That is with Napoleon and Dion and I forget who what it is right here. Hold up. Let me see how much number we got right now. Right, we're at 30. Okay, let me go back here. We do because if you're not careful, all these will just kind of go away. See? So we're gonna go over to the enhancements. We're gonna go over to Telemeos, who needs his leveling up because he has not been leveled up yet. There we go. He should be all the way at the bottom. Go there. Yeah, and Bedivere is the other one. There we go. That's a nice feeling. Eat them up. Eat up all these little things here. Let's see how many times I can get Great and Super Suck as well. I have some 5s that I can use, but obviously I don't want to save those until after he's already past level 90 or so. Using as much of these as I can on my guy here. Oh. Yes, yes. Feeding the servant is a good feeling. You're correct on that, Telemeos. So true. Alright, level lip. Alright, let's go over to ascending him. And now he enters his other form, featuring his silly little hat. There it is. This reminds me that in my friend's playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 that is actually on his channel. I keep forgetting. He's supposed to upload the notes video pretty soon, but I doubt there are many people who are on it. I should probably link it down there. But if you want to see some of the funniest videos featuring me, you should actually just go to those videos where I am playing in character as my character Steelkey. But in our playthrough, Shadowheart has a helmet exactly like this, and it's making me laugh thinking about it. Looking at his helmet and seeing that there. Alright. Your spear is like going into the picture, my guy. You have to get that looked at some point. Savento. This is also good because I think I've said it before. I am still learning Japanese, and I'm at the point where I can learn like a decent amount, but I have to start hearing how people... There's only so much you can get away with by reading how to do something. You have to actually hear how it sounds. And to be fair, the books that I have provided with me also do have audios to kind of help you with that, but it's... Nanda? Shokan. I know that means summon. Alright, pure prism. But yeah, you have to get used to hearing it, and I guess a lot of it is actually just watching more stuff in Japanese. I remembered because it was one of the things I saw when I was learning it, is like you have to be careful because a lot of the times a lot of people learn through books, but then learning through books is nice, obviously is good, but at the same time you have to be careful because it also results in when you actually talk to a Japanese person, it's very clear that you learned the language from reading a book, because it doesn't come off as authentic. It's kind of like the same way, I guess, if you hear someone talking in like English and it's like perfect textbook English and you're like, that's not 100% how I would hear it. Hey, old man Dillamales. Ito. What's that look for? Ptolemaeus. He's saying like, oh, Mother Me didn't explain this, but like, bro, I played the event. I know that you're like this. Don't worry about it. Super suck. Let's go. I should just let the audio play it. You very rarely hear this level up EXP sound. Yomi. Alright, let's see. Alright. Now he's at level 80. Level limit reached. Though it is funny when obviously there's some words that did not originate from Japanese, so it's obviously Atlas. It's like, okay, well, Japanese, Atlas. Okay. Oh, he's so happy. Doka. Thus, read non-stop books. Thank you for the 3-second course back. Alright, that's not the end of them. I have more of them. Okay. Ooh, oh my god, over 100. And we go back to enhancing. Now, the unfortunate problem here is he's actually not at the bottom. There he is. He's decent up there, though. Alright. Click, click, click. I really do wish that they had started putting 5 EXP into the Lotto, but it probably would have been, like, too insane at this point. I'm also going to include 3, because why the fuck not? Never mind. I'm not going to include 3. Get this out of here. You ruined it. 3 EXP. I didn't even realize I had that many goddamn 3 EXP. I guess they would all come from here. Probably be a good idea to wipe the slate clean of these first. Damn! Some of these didn't even come from the Lotto. They just were existing. Alright, thank you for my man Prism. Mone miteku. Okay, perfect. And these are all exchanging. Let me see. What do I have the lowest here? The arrowhead. So I'm gonna go with... No, it's actually not the arrowhead. The circlet. Alright. I'll take 40 circlets. Thank you. Okay. Now we go back to enhancing the servant. Yeah, this is always the rough part about the Lotto. That's why I'm willing to show you the parts that no one else will show you, which is the post clean. I'm sure other people show this. It's the cleanup of it all. It takes forever. Like, I'm like sitting here going like, all right, I need to level all this up now. And here we go. It's happy to enjoy those delicious embers. Super suck. America. That's not what he's saying. Only a single 4? Perfect. All he needed. And now we go to Paleogenesis, because we are of course going to be getting this man to level 100 as well. I have to probably also check his skills to see if I can get his skills already to the next level. So here we go, 91. Easy. Paleogenesis. Boom. Servant enhancement. And we go back. No super suck this time, just regular suck. Alright, that's enough of this. Back to the Lotto we go. Oh, never mind, he reached the Paleogenesis. Alright, this again. 9-6, let's go. Now it's getting to the point where some of these 4s are going to start being a little bit worse for wear. Such a serious man. Perfect. Another little bit of drop of Holy Grail from my mans. I know I literally just said, like, hey, we're gonna wait a little bit, but I'll go here. It's fine. And this will okay, this will be legitimately the end. Unless I get a super suck. Okay, I didn't, so we're gonna go back. Sora. Back to the event itself. Back to the spin, and I go back to some of these covers. So we got 3 Gods Team Up, which features, from what it looks like, Tez, Cuckoo, and I don't know who the other one is. 3 more SSR. Some of these titles are not the greatest. 3 SSRs come back. All of these are related around summer. 3 SSR, which is with Lady Avalon. This is around the time where they were doing... Oh, I know why I put this down, because it was around the time where we had the 3 single target SSR banners. Not single target, what's the right word? Single focus, kind of. There was only 1 SSR and 1 SR on it, I should say. 7th anniversary, that's obvious. 8th anniversary time, 10 minutes, kind of. These are obviously my amazing GSS. That one was my amazing GSSR title. 17 million downloads, 19 million downloads, 20 million downloads, 20th anniversary, 21, 23 download, 50 Hassan, 300 Spartans, 100 Morgans, 2024 solved, 2025 saving time, 2025 wrap up, 3,000 days, a storm, a wizard is never late. That was when I was late for my Koyatskaya video, but just like Gandalf says, a wizard is never late. He arrives exactly when he means to. Abby please, Abby sweep. That was when we did the challenge quest with Abby, and Abby actually did very well. Actual info is me talking about info. Actually, it's Ash is me calling because I used to call her Osh the savior, but it's actually just Ash. And then some other people have problems with that, where they say like actually it's Tone Leko, and it's like, but that translates to Ash Tree. And they have made it so that they want to call her Ash Tree. This is good. This goes beyond me. This is a disconnect between translation versus how we would like to say it or whatever. But I ain't calling her Tone Leko. I'm calling her Ash. It's easier to go that way. It reminds me of a friend of mine, Captain Soldier 76, who I do the Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. Old member of the Mew Mew Force. He always would make me angry because he would say the Japanese names of anime, like the full, like he would never just say My Hero Academia. He always says Boku no Hero Academia. I'm like, that is, I'm not even sure if that's the full, is it Boku no Hero Academia? Let me actually double check now. Go check all that. My Hero Academia. Boku no Hero Academia, yeah. See, which just means My Hero Academia. But he always calls it by that, and I'm like, I don't know why you're saying it. The actual translation is here, and they have said this is how you like to say it. To be fair, I also kind of get that way, so I understand to some extent. I get that way for back when it was called We Never Learn, or We Can't Study. What was the full translation of that one? But that was a case of, it was before it was officially translated to say this is the name of it. But it was called, it used to be called We Can't Study, but then it was, because its full name is Bokotachi wa Benkyou ga Dekikanai. Is it? Dekinai. Okay, so it would be Bokotachi wa Benkyou ga Dekikanai, which is we can't study. But the way it was translated back then was we never learn, which I think is also still what people called it. We can't study, we never learn, either one of them. And I always called it by, I think at this point it's been years since I've had to say it, but I used to call it We Can't Study, but it's We Never Learn, which is also a very funny title, but I digress. So yeah, I understand sometimes when it comes to translations of stuff, you want to say the thing, is it? Like even with me with Tonoreko, I don't know. I just like saying Ash. I think it's very simple. Ash the Savior. I'm just nothing but, if I'm not, I will be the first to admit I am a bundle of contradictions. What is humanity but contradicting itself? We'll go in here. Sell the 3s once again. Alright, we're gonna go here because I need to see. So, Reactor Core, Warhorse, Primeval Yongua. I'm gonna go this one this time. 68 of them. I'm gonna go a good 30 on this one. 31. And then for over here, yeah, and then we'll go from there. That will help bring it down a little bit. But yeah, I understand that a lot of like the whole thing about Altria, Artoria, and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just the thing that it's the way that people like to pronounce it in the community thing. So it can feel a little bit weird when it's like, well, we would like you to pronounce it this way if you don't mind. And the response is usually, we've been calling it for years this, we're not going to stop calling this that, which I think is also very fair. Like, if you try and be as fair about the entire situation as you can, there's plenty of ways to look at it as this is not a situation of like egos clashing of like, no, it has to be this way. It is literally, we as a community existed before you were here, and as such we would like it if we would continue calling it that way, you know. And I think that's very understandable for something like Fate Stay Night that was kept around because of the people who translated a lot of the stuff, translated the VN back when no one was putting it out in English and stuff like that. Like, obviously it's a deeper ingrained thing of it, but when you don't think about any of that stuff, oh my god, it's so easy to discontinue. When you don't try and think of it as the ways of other people, and you just go like, hey man, I like my way, why aren't we doing it my way? Then I guess it goes a little bit different. Anyway, my man's almost at level 100. Unfortunately, I would love to get him 120. That ain't happening right now, Chief. I'm gonna be honest with you. He is gonna be at least level 100 because I think I've made the decision that he's going to be my Grand Archer. Because I love my dude here. I love him. And this is good. This comes with a heavy heart because that also means that it's very unlikely that Archer Barg, I'm sorry, it was going to be you, but I have a feeling that I'm just gonna have to go with someone else. I feel like at this point I'm kind of locked in on the Archer one. The Saber one, it's still gonna come to the last minute. I think for the meantime it'll probably be someone here, but then likely change it a little bit later. I'll have to figure it out. It'll be Bark from the start, from when it comes out, and then if I'm able to get Kondo, I'll switch it over to Kondo. But I think that's the way it's gonna go. It's gonna go Kondo, Saber, Archer is gonna be Telemeos. For Lancer, I'll look here. I think I have to make a decision. I think it's going to be, still haven't made a decision on this one. Rider is obvious, that's Quetz. Caster, of course, I already know it's gonna be my mice. All right, so I have to go in here. I have the Palingenius, that's next. So I have to get them to level 100, because if you don't know this, the requirement is that you have to at least have them level 100. So obviously I would love for them to be level 120, but that, unfortunately they're a 4-star who is story locked. So again, that ain't happening anytime soon, but I am going to be trying it. Then I'll go here, and then I'm out of gold. Golden freeze. My mice love me. So they gladly went to level 100, level 92 for me. There we go, that's a start. Ooh. Dude, there's so much trash in here. I'll be real with you. I wish there was an option that just said sell the 3 shit. I don't want any of it. I'm almost at the point where I feel like I have to what's the word I'm looking for? That is not the word I was looking for. Box a lot of my stuff here at the beginning of it, because I can accept the following 96 presents. Oh god. All this going down, that's a lot of shit, my guy. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go over to formation. Hello there, mama. Alright, slight cut there because all I was doing was like boxing stuff and I felt like it was not interesting. Let's go back to it though. We can now hold so much more stuff now, and yet it's still not enough. Please, devs, I'm begging you. I don't know whose idea was it to say that actually servants should extend in the same place as the EXP, but you're monsters. I want you to know that you're monsters. Why would you do this to someone? Why? It's been like this for 8 years. I dumped as much as I could and it's still not enough. I dumped a bunch of servants, I dumped a bunch of fours, I dumped all my foes. It's still not enough to satisfy the Moda Mite Kun. It's still not enough. The great man once said it's not enough. Perfect. I just realized I need to get a servant back out of there. Alright, I'm back. I forgot that you can't box any servant that you already own. So, alright, let's go back to it. There we go. I love that you guys love me. Don't make this sound like I'm not appreciative. But I need you guys to eat a lot more of your EXP stuff here. You have no idea how much of this shit I have, and I need you to be gorged upon on this right now. Like, I need you guys to just full on famine eat a lot of this stuff. What the? Alright, perfect, level 98. Now this one will surely take more 5 EXP than what it's taken so far. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. We're almost at level 100 and then I don't know what to do with myself. What the? I really hope that someone out there enjoys this. A lot of me saying random Japanese words and clicking on things, but I have to show it's not all rainbows out here when you lotto and say like, oh man, look at this material. You have to find a place for them, which is why I try again, even though I did 100, I try not to go too hard on it. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm like, I know I'm gonna be grailing some servants, I would have probably done exactly 100 and then fucking stopped for this exact reason. It's the cleanup process. I don't have any units that can really use the EXP anymore. Not until I go to level 120 someone, and I ain't got the... I don't think I have the ability to at the moment. I actually probably can with the mice, now that I think about it. We check here. Oh my god, I can get to like 102. Okay, but for right now... Those are the quest. Assassin. This one's obvious. This is my guy here. Here you go, sir. You're gonna be the grand assassin for me. It was between him and Kama, and I really like Tez, so I'm gonna go with Tez. Only feels fitting if it has him and Quetz on it at the same time, and Cuckoo. At that point, it's like it's weird if they're not on there. The only one I don't have on here is Mexico City. And the reason I didn't pick them is because I think it's their class. Their class is a little bit... I can actually level up Mexico City a bit here in terms of Palingenis now that I think about it. Because they could definitely... I could definitely do that. I pulled a fuck ton of Mexico City. Like an unbelievably godly amount because I was going for Tez, and now you're just trolling me. Again, I need you to take a lot more than 4 EXP, my guy. I need you to lock in and eat all the 4 EXP that you see here until I can go back to doing normal things. Go. What's there? All right. Perfect. How many we got in here? 117. Oh god. They couldn't. No. Damn it. It's fine. I think you already had the limit of what he could take from there. Alright. This time though, I need this to not hit as much. I need it to hit less. Please, I beg. Nice success. Alright, level limit reached. Another quick Palingenis. Genesis Palin. And him in his little kitty cat outfit. Level 100. Let's see. 148. I am never leaving here. This is my life to the eternity, to the end of days, to the end of all things, really. Because I'm gonna run out of Holy Grails before I run out of EXP at this point. Anyway, I guess to talk about some other things I've been doing before I get back to, obviously because I want to keep talking about it, but I need to kind of look at this for the time being. Oh no, I can look at it and continue going down my various covers. Actually, it's Ash. Actually, just Britomart, which that one's obvious. That one I did for when Britomart was there. Advanced Quest when there was Ad Quest. Advent when I was talking about the Advent calendar. Alex cover, which I don't remember why I fucking called it that, but I did. It was for a video a while ago. All right, I can finally accept the last of these and go in here and start burning some shit. Irashai. Moda midaigo. Yes, it's fine. Since Taz is level 100. Be smalls. Okay, let me see how much I currently got. 65, okay. Oh. Okay, get the grand prize out of there. Okay, so I have Abby Sweep actual info. All of them, all the Liz, which is funny because this is now outdated. They've released more Liz's since then. I'm a Mask You, which is when Amakatsu got his new outfit. Angry Dog, that was the cover I called it when young Satana was out there. Angry Man You, that was when I was doing the Angry Manu interlude. Angry Man, that's actually it's Vataman, that's not Angry Man You, funny enough. APOC was when I was talking about Apocrypha appropriate. April Showers, Arc 2, GSSR, Arctic Summer, Arjuna Altar, Arjuna Monkey 2, which means that means there's Arjuna Monkey 1, which is the other cover I have here. Stelfo is coming up for when Saber Stelfo was coming out. Oh my god, this is old. I really did need to clean this. Avenge Me, that was when I was doing with Kagekyo to get their redemption arc in my eyes. Awesome quality. I think I tried to upload this cover in a better quality. Ayo, look. I think this is for April 2022 for some reason. School Time. Bad Banner, which was Abby and it was an Abby banner, that's all you need to know. Banner with no Kenshin. I did a cover where I didn't put in Kenshin. Bazette Time. Baz. BB stands for Big Buff. That's when BB Summer got her strengthening. BB Strength Time. That's when I actually got to use the strengthening. Be Free. Beat the King. Big 2026 banner GSSR. Big ass 2026 GSSR video. That's when I added more servants to the cover, as if there are not already enough covers on there. Big ass hair. That's what I called it for part 6 of the Draco story. Big challenge, big damage. That's Summer Ibuki at MP level 5. Big meaty man. That's me using Super Orion. Big mermaid. Big news time. Big November. Big pants. Big rock fight. We're almost at 100, so I think it's time to do another stock clean out. All right, let's go here. See how many more we need. Okay, no, we can keep going for a while. Okay, let's go back to it. Big Robo, big rack fight, Bingo Bombo, Black Grail or K-Scope, which in retrospect, it was always the Black Grail. Blind, Boy Time, Bokita, Boob, Booba, that's Brittle Mart, different, it's different when she does it. Brave Liz, which was my Dragon Quest Brave Liz one, which I always really liked. Bring Down the Gods, which was me using Song Zong. Brito Start, Broken Matt Hardy. Oh, that's what I was summoning for Melusine. Broken, that's when the game wasn't working for a Briff. Big Buff Mama, oh yeah, when Reiko got her her buff. Bunny Girls, Bun Ship, Bunyan Grind, Bunyan Summons, Burger Jerga, which is what I called the summon video for Durga. Camper, that's when the summer camp event was going on. Can't escape from crossing, which is when I did a video playing the fighting game, and that's not the tagline from that game, it's from another game that says can't escape from crossing fate. Castoria is back again. Casty Catboy, that's when Arjuna Alter got his different glasses look. Cat looking ass, that's when I was talking about the event. Censor, that's when I had to censor Kama's huge things. Change. Charlie Horse, that's when Charlemagne was coming out. Charlie Nietzsche. Wait. Move to present box. Okay. Okay. So we'll start with these because these are the easiest to get rid of. Okay. You know, I'm gonna give it a good 15 here. Then for reactor cores, I think just being able to be like, okay, let me get a decent number of them would be good. Got, okay, war horses, that would take up 60, so I'm gonna use all of them. That's about 100 left, and then I can sell a couple. By a couple, I mean a fuck tunnel. It's a lot of them. Eventually, as I'm selling these, a lot of the 3-star EXP will really glow down. You can see every single time the more I accept it. It's because I'm also accepting gold at the same time until eventually it's like pointless to try and do it anymore. Because, yeah, we're getting to that point already. Because I'm already to the fullest. Okay, so let's go over to enhancements. Okay, so as far as Assassins is concerned, it's done. I literally can't continue on. For Berserker, I think I'm still kind of deciding. No, I think it'll probably end up being Summer Ibuki for that one. Shielder, Ruler, Avenger. Nothing right now. Moon Cancer, nothing right now. Alter Ego, Pretender, maybe? We do have Oberon there. Beast there. Foreigner. Yeah, this is the problem where if you don't have enough to continue on, it kind of runs into a little bit of an issue here. But we'll go back to Caster because there is a way for them to go. So if I remember right, I think I already have... Let me be double sure here. I think I already have the Millipen, so do I really care if they're anti-Moon Cancer or if they have extra attack boosts? And then if I think about the other two coming, I don't think I care. So I think I'm going to Palangenius. This should help eat up a lot of this 4 EXP. This will help eat up a fuck ton of the 4 EXP, I'm not gonna lie. Because this is the part where now it becomes unmanageable. See? I told you. Just completely unmanageable on all fronts on this. Alright. I'll continue on here then. And let's see, we got Charlie Ricci, Charlie Tuna. Shoutouts, Giant Bomb in their Persona 4 playthrough. Absolutely amazing playthrough. Chasing Windmills, Choice. Chasing Windmill, ooh, Super Suck. Chasing Windmills obviously is when Don Quixote was going to be there. Choice, that was when there was an SSR Choice. I had to make another one of those videos in the future, I just realized. Christmas Time is here. That's when Christmas Time was here at some point. That's not obvious. Crimbus, Christmas Time is here. Cinderliza, cleaning up. That was also the previous video of these where I was cleaning up the Lotto. Cleo Sensor, another version of something. It was for what? It's for Jacques de Molay. Her ascension was showing maybe too much in the thumbnail. So I don't know if I've talked. Depending on when you saw the channel, but a long time ago, I very rarely get notifications from YouTube saying that my covers are too much. Mainly because I just use the FGO art, or sometimes it's art that the artist who actually designed them made for them. Like in the case of Rio with the with that Gokuten, I've definitely done that in the past where I just used art that they've done and showed specifically saying here is some art of this character that I designed, and I thought that was fair enough play for use on thumbnails. But sometimes the official art shows too much. So one time long ago, I put up art of Shirazade and Naito, and it caused YouTube to say it took down the thumbnail, the cover, because they said it was too much. And I said, I don't know, I didn't think it was too much. It was them in swimsuits, but it's not like it was them in swimsuits going like crazy ham on it or whatever. It was very like just two girls hanging out being cool on the beach, and that was it. That was the reason why I used it, because I love both Cleo and Naito, and I thought it was a very good picture. And at the time it was the summer festival with them in it. And yeah, that one, it caused YouTube to give my channel trouble, where then after that, no cover was ever good enough. So I've always been kind of very cautious. That's why if you ever see it occasionally, it's because YouTube is in the past. Now, funny enough, there is a cover on here from back in the day. So after that, I think that one was when I was still kind of using art I found from artists of FGO that kind of made them. But after that, I became way more picky with what kind of art I choose to kind of put up there. That's why a lot of the art is the same over and over and over again, because I use the official one and I feel like that's good enough. And obviously I think you could make definitely better thumbnails out there if you were to commission an artist or ask permission from another artist if it was okay to use as a thumbnail and then link to original art. I think that would make for some great thumbnails, but because of the weird logistics it was with YouTube over this cover, and it was so weird because it was only there was another piece of art that I thought was way worse, because I learned later on that art maybe came from something that was a little bit more not safe for work, and that never got any problems at all. Zero issues. So I don't know, it's made me a little bit more, I self-censor a lot of the time. Anyway, continuing on, we're looking at these. We have Coat, which was when I guess they added a coat to Vich coins when the coins update first came out. It's coming soon to a theater near you, which was when what I called it when the Melu banner and the Gouda Gouda banner were happening around the same time. Cool cover too, which looking at this, it is not a very cool cover. I could have done better. Cool NP1. Oh wait, no, this is when me and my brother were doing the ranking of the coolest NPs, which we have not done in a while, mainly because those take very long to kind of like actually edit and put together. And I feel like we were losing this. At some point, other people started chiming in about saying, I think it should be run this way, it should be done this way, and I decided, you know what? We'll just never know what the coolest NP was, because we were looking back at the old NPs and saying, like, here's how it is. And I was like, you should use the newest ones. Like, I can't use the newest ones, because we use the newest ones and it makes a lot of these old ones just really bad. So we held off on it, but you know, it is what it is. I am the master of doing a series and then just kind of stopping it at some point, though some of them we do have to remember to get back to. Like, we have to get back to Gale of Darkness before Gale of Darkness finds its way on the virtual console for the Switch 2. I don't think it's been there yet. Anyway, continue on. Countdown begins. Cosplay time. Oh, that was for the video I did with Common talking about his experience as a cosplayer. Super cool video. I don't have any experience. That was a cool video though. I love talking to Common about his experience in cosplay, just because it is out of all sides of the fandom, I guess, of Fate Grand Order, I'm mostly on the side of the game, and that's basically holy shit. I'm mostly on the side of the game, obviously. That's what I cover. I'm not someone who does like a wide swatch of like talking about the greater type moon type stuff, because I'm just not that guy. And I think you could tell, obviously I'm interested in starting some of them, and I do plan to start some of the one of the visual novels for the Witch of the Holy Night to get into to coincide before the collab event starts. But the same is true about like, no, not the same is true. What I'm trying to say is that I think it would be very obvious if I tried to cover anything like that and you could tell that I had not seen it or done anything like that. That's why I always try and be like very clear to say like, hey, I don't know very much about it, and forgive me if I don't know very much about it, but I could never be one of those guys who covers something that they just don't know, because I think you can sense passion in a lot of things, and you would be able to sense that my heart wasn't in it, and I think that makes for bad videos. I understand that that is not the way you're supposed to go on YouTube and stuff, but I don't know. That's just the way I do things, and I think it's worked out pretty well. So it was awesome to talk to Common about like how he started up in cosplay and doing all this other stuff. I should really follow up on him, because he said there was like his cosplay friend that I could also potentially talk to and do another thing for him. But maybe it would be something like cool. I mean, you know, I'm gonna talk to him, because I would definitely love to do more videos with other people, but bad at like going out and saying, hey, we should do something together. I'm not that kind of guy. It's easier if they come to me first, and then I'll like, hey, say what's up, and then we'll figure out from there. Like Kadashan, when he was doing those videos, like looking for people from across fake Grand Order stuff to be like Happy New Year's or Happy Celebration of that, he asked me, and I was like very surprised, because I was like, it was like the first time I had ever communicated with someone else in the fandom that wasn't just a friend of mine that came from the Dokkan side. And I thought that was very cool, and I'm always very appreciative of him saying like, hey, can you record this little thing? Because I was like, oh, okay, of course, no one ever asked me to do this. I'd love to. Thank you very much, and I appreciated that. But yeah, I'll talk to Common later. I would love to talk more about the situation and Common out there. The problem is that between me and Common, we talk a lot. We do talk a lot. We're very big talkers. It was true back when we did the Dokkan podcast back in the day, and yeah, I mean, but you know, that's just the way you are sometimes with friends. I feel like I'm that way with a lot of people who I do stuff with, which is why I always like doing 13 Nights of Halloween, because I always feel like it's a good time to be like, hey, I know that typically on your YouTube stuff you don't cover this kind of stuff or whatever, because of the big old content algorithm, whatever the fuck, looks at you and says like, I'm gonna punish you for doing this. I don't mind being punished for doing things that I like, so let's get together and talk some stuff and do it that way, which is makes for a fun time. Anyway, continuing on, we got Countdown to Destruction, which was me looking at the future of Louis somehow. I don't remember why I was doing this. I think I remember it was me talking about the future of the game for sure, but I don't remember in what context it was. I make a lot of videos. Crazy, Da Flood, Da Moon, Da Pope, Da Vinci, Da Bunchy Banner Time, Da Bunchy. That was after. That's clearly a post-Mike world. Greatest character from Lost Belt 6. Day and Night. That's obviously Telemeos. Death March. That was me talking about give me a sec, because my cat Lucifer is crying at the door. He doesn't want to come in. He was in the house, he was in the room previously, but then my brother got up to go do something and he escaped, and then now he's going to be constantly crying at the door. But now, thanks to the new sound stuff, you shouldn't be able to hear him. I'll just always hear him now. It should be fine though. Super Suck. What was I talking about beforehand? Death March was, yeah, the talking about the beast stuff going here. Pause it again because my brother opened the door to go get the thing, whatever. Usually the door is not open. Usually the door is open, but my mom's home because it's New Year's, so obviously I have to close the door so that she can continue to watch her stuff there. The problem with living in a tiny apartment like this. Anyway, continuing on. Da Vinci, Day and Night, Death March. December ends again. December ends. You can see where in my mind I stopped being able to like really actually name these things properly. Dechi, which is the sound that Benny Enma makes. Detroit Emia was when I talked about Detroit Emia for a bit. Do you remember November? That was when I was talking about what's going to be happening in November. Doggo, that was for the dog event. Double Gilgamesh, where I still have that that weird PNG that my brother told me to save, where it's Gilgamesh, but they call him Emiya for some reason. And he said use this at some point, and then I did, just for the fun of it. Double power, double Rin, down at Fraggle Rock, which I never got an answer if anyone knows what the fuck Fraggle Rock is. I make a reference to this show that I wasn't even alive for when it was on, just to see if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Draco's almost here. Draco end times. Draco is here to play. Draco Reed, that's when I was doing the event itself. Draft 1. Dragafrum PF, that was just me failing to make one. Drake, drowning in it. That was again another one talking about this Lotto fucking cleanup that I'm doing currently. Duracell. Duru attack us. Early man. Eat rice. Egg on brain. Elephant gun. What was I talking about? Elephanto gun. Oh, I get it because I was talking about. Got you. That's why I would talk about elephant gun. Okay. End of event showdown, end of the year 2025, end of the year. Erish, here we go again. That was when I was making the declaration that I was going to save up 300 tickets for Space Erish, which we're here with it right now. Erish time, that's when she got her new outfit that I have currently. Erish again, event end, event upcoming. Everyone out. This is when there was a banner with a lot of people in there, which is another banner I'm going to have to talk about in the future. Funny enough, now that I think about it, there's another one of those. Perfect. Ooh. All right, let's go. All right, let me quickly get rid of these and go here. Burn it all. Burn it down. Then go over to enhancements. Click on the mouse again and get back to it. Event end, event upcoming, everyone. Evo 5, that's when I was again playing the fighting game. No, that's Evocation Festival 5, actually. Faye, when I was talking about the Faye Knights. Failure, this isn't even rated to Fake Grand Order. It was us playing WWE 2K25, which was a hilarious video time with me and my brother. February coming soon. February events. Final Fantasy 3 times. Oh yeah, when I briefly played Final Fantasy 3. Just for the fun of it, which is I feel like something I'm missing to do, which I hope to get back to in this year. Fight Her Girl. Don't know why I said that. Fight the Gods. Fire at Work. Fire Regin, which is for, of course, the Legend of France. For the fans, this is also one that is not related to Fake Grand Order at all. This is when I did a Shonen Archive Gaiden talking about the Universal Fan Fest because it had One Piece in it. Forgot the name. Fox is here. Free friendly video. Another one that was the most recent, very short GSSR video. Kick. Full Squad Beatdown, Funker, that's when we were going with, that was another WWE 2K25 thumbnail. Get Along Pilgrimage, Gilles de Reyes, when he showed up in the archetype, not archetype, Paper Moon, which I have to also get back to it, because someone asked me very nicely to get back to it. Gintama Des, which is when, it could have been it's not even for Guda Guda now that I think about it. It's when Takatsuji came out, not Guda Takatsuji was in Guda Guda, but he was not released for Guda Guda. Sweet. Soro questo. Alright. We're almost there. I say. Okay. Okay, we go back in. Thank you, Nemo. Alright. Go Cry, Go Speed Bunyan, Goes Hard, which is just a picture of Arjuna Alter, Super Riot, and Castoria. Go Fire 2, that's when I was doing the interlude catch up with Van Gogh. Going Fishing 2. Don't remember when I was going fishing, but I was. Golden Apple, that's when someone asked me to do a video about how many golden apples we were going to have for the remainder of the year. Gong Strong, when I was using Chen Gong. Grail Live, Gray Times, GSSR Anniversary 2024, GSSR Darkness, GSSR for real, GSSR long ass version, GSSR once again, GSSR talk. I talk about the GSR way too much, but I'm glad that people enjoy it. It drives me fucking insane though. Gouda Gouda time, Gouda Himiko next. Gouda Gouda so tired, guess, halfway there, Halloween Morgan. Halloween early, Halloween grind, Halloween Liz, Halloween Mooks, Halloween time, Happy New Year, hate the clown. That would just be, I guess, briefly hating on one of the Mephistopheles. Heads will roll, hey 3, hey Gouda Gouda, hide.jpg, Hijikata get at it when we did the Hijikata challenge quest, Himi fall, Himi kip, hit 'em up, holy shit, so many units, Holy Spirits, huge, that was when we were talking about Ivan. I changed my mind. I hate Columbus. I just won the lotto. I keep waiting. I kind of want Da Vinci Rider. I love you, Solo. I made a mistake. That was when I made a mistake for Thanksgiving. I need a hero. I should read Tsukehime, which I still plan to. Ibuki and Iris. Ibuki hit hard. Ibuki wait over. Ice fishing. Idle time. Info. Interlude campaign. Ishtar and Erish back again. It's Morgan time. Oh wait, did I finally run out of stuff? An average results. Okay. We did it. We reached the end. Alright, alright. So we'll go here. Let's see. For Warhorse, I need 13. None of these I'm like super crazy like wanting, so it's not that bad. And for arrowheads, this would be everything else will go straight to arrowheads. Just because I know there's units I need that for. Ooh. That's always a good sign. Alright, selling a little bit more. We're getting there though. I know there has to be an easier way than what I'm doing now, and someone's going to be yelling at me, but don't worry about it. This is how I relax. Allow me, please. Alright, we'll go back to enhancing. Alright, back to there we go, and then I'll go back looking in here. It's Morgantine. Ivan is back. Ivan returns. Izzo fight. Jack me off! That's when what is it that when she shows up for in Draco, I think Jacques de Molay shows up, and I just put down fucking Jack me off, whatever. Jail time, Jalter Crane, Jane New Year, Jason, July 2024, comma almost here, comma goes out, comma winking at me, Karna Christmas, Cash Me Outside. That was the end of the Kashikoji story. Kenshin, Kicking BB, Kid Time, Koyen Banner Soonish 2, Koyen Banner Soonish 1, Cuckoo Talk, Cuckoo V-Day, Cuckoo, Lady Godive, last of 2024, last done with 2025, Learning with Manga, Liz Gonna Hit Me, likely messed up the name, Live from Japan, Liz Soon, London Fog, Long Prologue. Looking at 2023, Jesus Christ, some of these are really old. Losing my mind, Lost Belt 6, lots of tickets, Lotto Grind returns, Love.jpg, that was a Super Bunyan one, related one, I know that one. Lulu Huh? Making a note here, huge success. That was when I summoned for Cuckoo, which was a huge fucking success, by the way. Still astonished by that. Mama Help, that was the beginning of the Draco event. Mama Home, Man of the Hour, Man with the Power, talking about Bima. Man, this art of Doman is creepy, which is his Final Ascension art, which is the one where he's like looking at you like a creep. March, Mars, Mashween, May Castoria, Bless You, May Times, Medusa, Forest again. Medusa in a forest, where the only difference is that I just did the different scaling on the picture to make it look right. Medusa seducing me. Melt, don't take me down. Melt.jpg. Melu time is now. Melu plane. Merlin school. Merlin. MX HA and Reiko MIA, where I was talking about when Summer Quetz, Summer Karna, and no, Chris Samba Santa. I wish there was a Summer Quetz. Samba Santa, Santa Karna, and another, and it was Summer Da Vinci were missing in action for the time. Missing Nero, Miu Time, Money Burns.jpg. Monkey and Friends, again Arjuna's monkey. More Anniversary, Morgan Returns, Morgaine, Moriarty, Morty Summons, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, which was the Kashin Takoji event again, related once again. Mush 4, My Affection, My Birthday, My Lady Avalon, Mystery All, Mystery Grind. Naked Idol, which is what Kuku's NP is before the third Ascension. It's what she has for Ascension 1 and 2. It's just her in her Noble Phantasm. Nami Pretty Picture, which is when the artist did the picture for Fate Grand Order Summer that one year, which is Nami. Very well done, very awesome. Love that she was able to do art for this game. Never Forget September, New Argo, New Campaign, Who This, New Month Wanjina, New Month, Who This, New Year, Who This. You can really tell that I have asserted when I grew up on the internet. New Year, next video, No Idea, Nor Quartz, No Saint Quartz left, Not a Bot, Not Fago, Melty Blood, Oberon Fights Back. When I did the Oberon Black Rail video, Oberon He Back, Oberon, Oh Boy, October Time, Owen Meta, Oh Hey BB Again, Let's Go, Okita and Himini, Okoni and Alter, Old Liz, Old Man and Dragon, Olympus, Only One Time, Oops All Scotty as a PSD file because I saved it wrong. Panel.jpg, Pants.jpg, Paper Moon is here, Perfect Cell, Pickle and Mom. What the fuck was I even doing? Oh, that's right. It was the Pickle Man. That's what I call Hijikata, the Pickle Man. And Avenger Nobu, which, yeah. Let me see, how many more of the 4 do I have? I think I'm all tapped out now. I think I can save the rest of these. If that's the case, my cleanup is done here. And I will just simply go back to finishing off reading all these old covers so I can finally delete them. Damn, I still have a lot of these. It's okay, I can save them for the next unit. So one of the things that I was going to say for another one of my grand choices, I'm still... I think it's likely going to be Summer Ibuki for Berserker, but I'm still not 100% sure. For extra, one of them is going to be Cuckoo, and I could do another one, which would be... Super Bunyan, but I think I'm gonna try and see if I can get Ushigozen, and then if I can get them, then that's going to be my altar for Avenger, and if I can't get them, I'll wait till GSSR and see then. It's gonna be a while before that one comes in, so I have time. But some other ones that I could potentially get is the Count of Monte Cristo, which definitely would be a grand status, even though I completely fucking ignored them when I was talking about units to summon for this year, but in my good conscience and faith, I didn't see them there. But anyway, let's read out the last of these and end this video, huh? So, panel.jpg, pants.jpg, I already did that. Pickle and Mom, Pirates, Yay, Pity, Ponder, Pool Wisdom, Poor Rats, Pop V-Day, Post Melisane, I was thinking this is like a Post Malone thing, but no. POV, you, us losing, when me and my brother lost a college fight. Prepare, Proto Merlin is just Merlin, Pig, which was supposed to be short for Pygmalion. Quartz die when they are killed. Questions and some answers. Questions, I would like to go back to doing videos where I answer questions, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's something for a post later. Quetz wins, quiz, rank up, redrop, relax, remember September, remember who you are, remember Arjuna Altar, Return of the King. Oh, it's Return of Arjuna Altar, not that. Return to School, Road to 6, Rocky Road to Dublin, Rome, Rulers Assemble, Saber Carnival, Saber Destroys the Grail, Saber Dusa, Salter 2, Salter Time Woo, Salter Time, Santa Carna, Santa Martha Time, Santa Nemo, Santa Nido Altar, Save.jpg, Saving Die, Scary, Skaturkey, School, Scram, Say So, Serious Punch, Shadow Nero, Shark Gun, Shark Hunt, She Hungry, She Will Return, Shinpachi Please, Short, Sieg, Sigurd Speak, Sister, 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 Scotty Here, Scotty Returns, Scotty Time, Snack Time, Snit Dude, So Much to Summon, Soul Calibur 2 Test, Spaceman versus Evil Tesla, Spacey Ishtar, Spooky Season Starts Again, Spring, SR Ticket Thinking, Start Planning, Start That Dash, Storm Nobu, Storm the Castle, Summer Almost Here, whoa, Summer Almost, Summer Bargus and the Rest, Summer Castoria Time, Summer Girls Returns, Summer Nights, Summer Scotty and Woo, Summertime, Summer, Summon Time for Real, Super Heavy Samurai, Shootin' Doji, Surprise Kaha, Surprise Survey, Swim, Swordman, Taka 1, Taka 3, Taka, Tea Time, Teacher Man, Tengu, Tez Summoning, Tez Time Almost Here, Thanks Giving Me, Thanks Reveal, Thanks Giving It to Me, That Time, the three of them, the big three, the car, the fall, the last two, the one to rule them all, the other guys, the Protostar, the raid, the time is here, the MF, they got her, this came out nice, which is the one I did for Ryoma, which made it look like the Yakuza Like a Dragon game, so in Samurai Times. This quest arts is nice. This was hard. 3 of them, row for content. Tired Brain, To the Moon, Too Much Effort, Top Billing Nero, Tossing, Treasure Hunts, Trico, Trio, Ampersand Art 2, Try for GSSR, Suna, Tunguska, Turkey of Wisdom, Turkey Time, Twin Justice, 2 Dudes and 1 is Old, 2 Lancelots, Ultimate Victory, Umu Returns, Upcoming.jpg, Upcoming.png, V-Day, Pre-Day, JPEG, Valentine, Van Gogh, Bring the Pain, Van Gogh Interview, Van Gogh to the Balls, Vam Let's Go, Vitch is Here, Vitch, Voyager Smile, Voyager, Wait for Durga, Wake Up Fate Samurai, Wanda, Water Crisis, Waiver Ticket, We Just Lose, Weird Dudes, Weird Times, Welfare, What Hoppin', Wishing I Was Fishing, Wokey Birth, because it was my birthday, Woo Mom, Work is Long, World Tour Baby, Yamato, Yang's Redemption, Year 1 Remember, Year 2024, Years Asafta G, Yo Arjuna Altar Banner, and then You Look Lonely, which is another one of these covers that I thought always looked really nice, which was the one I made for talking about summer. This one I'll just actually save because I really like this one and the Ryoma one, but the rest of these going straight into the delete bin. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I don't know who the hell made it all the way to the end of here, but if you did, you deserve a pat on the back. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be, and I hope that your cleanup was better than mine. Till next time, peace out and goodbye. Peace.